One of the great things about the course here at Disc Golf Terminalen is that it's going to require all sorts of very specific shots. Here we are at the signature hole, hole number 14. It's a little over 350 feet downhill, which doesn't sound too challenging. However, there is a tunnel that you're going to have to hit before you get into this open space and this pond that is just in front of the basket. I'm standing here probably only 10 feet from the water's edge. Some players are going to go for the basket and try to get that 2. Some players are going to lay up to the water and attempt to get the 2 with a 40 or 50 foot putt. However, the tournament staff is encouraging them to go for it because a cool $1,000 will be handed over to any ace on this hole. The whole course is like this, that there are very specific decisions that you have to make, either on your drive or your upshot, and have to land in very specific zones. That's what I've seen on the one practice round that I've had on the course. Let's go talk to some of the pros who have been out here for a week or better learning this course. What do you think about the course?
I like it. It's very fair, it's beautiful. Hopefully the rain will stop.
Okay, so then I guess second question about the course. What do you think about the conditions, the rain, and also the mosquitoes?
I mean, the mosquitoes aren't bothering me as much as a lot of people, but the rain is what it is. I mean, we've been playing with it all year. It seems like every big tournament has at least one day of pretty substantial amount of rain, so I'm used to it.
It's beautiful. I think it's got a lot of different kinds of shots. I don't feel like I'm able to get into a groove out here throwing the same kind of line. I have to throw all sorts of different kinds of shots, so that's a fun challenge, I think.
What do you think about the conditions of the course, of the weather conditions?
I mean, of course they're not ideal. It would be way more fun to play this course with no mosquitoes and no rain, you know, but I mean, I think the hardest part is going to be managing the frustration of dealing with the elements. You know, the frustration of the rain and having slick grips, and then just the mosquitoes.
Have you ever played a tournament with bugs like this?
Yeah. I mean, Minnesota is pretty bad in the summertime, and I played a tournament at Blue Ribbon Pines up there where mosquitoes were this bad. Yeah. They hide under your umbrella with you in the rain.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to wear a lot of clothing and, you know, spray myself up good. And I have a mosquito net for a backup hole that I might put on if it gets pretty bad, just to protect my face.
When did you get into the country? How have you been adjusting? Have you been here for a while?
Yeah, I've been in Europe now for almost a week. I flew in the Monday after the Vibram Open. So actually, I've been over a week now. Okay. So took me a couple days to transition. It's always tough when you fly from America over here, getting used to the time zone, and especially in the summertime, because there's just the light. I haven't seen dark in a week. I have not seen sunset, so it's been really crazy just being daylight the whole time. So
how many practice rounds have you gotten in?
I've played 3 rounds now, 2.5 rounds really, but I feel like I've seen what I want to see in the course, and it's my first time coming up here to Klefta, and it's beautiful. It's had a lot to live up to. I've heard some amazing things about it, and for the most part, it lives up to all the hype.
Okay, so 2 questions about the course. I guess, what do you have an overall impression of the course? And then what do you think about these particular conditions with the rain, the slight cold, and the mosquitoes?
Well, I think the hardest thing to deal with is the mosquitoes, to be perfectly honest with you. They're a nuisance. I've heard about the mosquitoes up here, but these things are like tiny little pterodactyls. They are just everywhere. They're all in your business the whole time. Even if you're wearing protective spray or whatever you have on you, they are just hovering around you, and you always think that they're just going to be in your business, and they are. But the wet, the rain usually doesn't affect me as much as it might affect other players, because I throw so many forehands, and
You got me.
And so my plant isn't as strong in the ground, so I tend to not slip as much as other players. But it's still a very real problem, just having to dry your disc off every single time you throw, and that just becomes annoying after a while. But the course is, you know, it's difficult. So I mean, the rain adds a little bit of an extra factor that makes it a little bit more challenging to score under par. But yeah, I think that, you know, a good score this week is going to be anything in the mid to upper 50s, and oh my gosh, they're just everywhere. I don't know if you can see them on the camera or not, but they are just a nuisance.
Welcome to town, Drew. How long you been in Sweden for?
My 4th day now, I think.
Do you feel like you've gotten a good amount of practice on the course?
Yeah.
You're comfortable with it?
Yeah.
So what do you think about the course?
I like the course.
What about, I mean, is there particular
It's
shots
challenging.
that you like?
It's very there's a lot of layup you know, next shot you can't just.
Okay, all right. That took care of Germ.
Yeah.
The biggest pest on the course.
The biggest one, the net doesn't protect from him.
Obviously the mosquitoes are.
Yeah.
What
it's-
do you think?
the
What
net-
do you think about the mosquitoes out here?
I think I need a net.
Okay.
Yeah. Bug spray doesn't do it.
Yeah.
I just don't like them flying in your ear when you're trying to putt. And you have to. I don't know. This at least they might bite you through it, but they're not going to be in your ear.
Okay. Good
So
point.
it gives you a little break from.
What do you think about a course or a tournament with this kind of weather conditions? How do you approach that differently?
Just be prepared. Have towels. You know, make sure you're not going to slip on the tee. You know, there's a lot of things you can do to, you know, kind of give yourself an advantage, such as this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think a lot of people laugh at it, but I think it's going to be a good tool to play well.
Sure.
Not having to worry about the mosquitoes in your face.
Well, you're right. A lot of people laugh at
Yeah.
it. So that's what some of our pros think about this incredible complex in Skellefteå. We want you to come watch on Friday and Saturday, either on the Scandinavian Open website or on the Latitude 64 YouTube channel. We'll see you then.